Mm, mm, mm. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the House of Nerd Show.
You want to change the episode number?
Did man?
Oh, my alarm's going off too.
65.
I have a 8:07 alarm clock.
Gonna be one of those morning, folks. It's gonna be one of those mornings. Welcome everybody to the 65th, 65. Holy already, eh? Okay. 65th episode of the House of Nerd Show.
The golden episode, right? Same age of you, same episode number.
Well, a couple years away. Hey, listen, be nice. We got guests on the show. We have got guests on the show who are here hanging out. We're talking Stranger Things season 4. We are lucky to be joined today by my main man, Ruben. Y'all know Ruben already. You know, he's a regular. And then we got Cookie.
Hi.
Cookie Monster joining us today. She's bringing all kinds of spicy takes. So I've heard. How you guys doing today? What's going on? Good morning.
Great.
Good morning.
One. Sergio, you looking raw, as they say in the youth gang. Like it's hot up there in Canada.
It's hot, baby. It's hot, yo. Man, I missed all the comments today. You go too fast. Who's in the house with us this morning, Elle? Come on now.
No, not me just doing this. We got
Juanito. Good morning.
Elwood.
Oh, well, what's going on, baby? Oh, I heard. I seen some of Elwood's Twitter posts about Stranger Things. So I'm hoping he shares some with us. Share him, buddy. We're going all out. We're not holding anything back. Yeah. Who else we got? Who else is?
We got
buddy Aaron. Hey, it's my good buddy Aaron. It's always good to see you, buddy. Thank you for coming through. I hope you're having a lovely morning.
Aaron.
Hey, Aaron. You know what? Every time I see, I always want to say hey, Aaron. I don't, because I don't know. I don't. You know what I'm saying? He might not get the joke, but if you guys are Key and Peele fans,
Yeah, he got the joke in there.
You got the joke?
He got the joke.
I'm sure he's heard it many times in his life.
Yeah.
Just like Ruben is a fan of Slap Ass.
I don't know.
The sketch from the Slap Ass sketch. You don't remember that? With who's those baseball players? The Dominican one?
Oh, I do remember that.
Slap Ass.
I do remember that sketch. That's a good one. That's a classic one. So yeah.
We have in the house Sergio's hair. Chester. He said build a bear. He said not making a voodoo doll with your chest hairs.
Leave my way.
We got Oscar.
Yeah. Oscar, what's going on? Buenos dias. Thank you for coming through, amigo. Much appreciated. Stranger Things. We're talking Stranger Things. Season 4. And then Volume 2 just dropped. When was it? Last Friday, I believe.
Yep.
Man, whoo! Feels like it was a long time coming. I have thoughts. I have so much thoughts. Man. But you know what? We're gonna let the guests start this. And I want you guys to share your thoughts. Honest takes. Don't hold back. Except Ruben. This is a family show, so no cursing, buddy. Okay?
Ruben's gonna move his hat to the front like the Pokemon trainer.
He's about to push his thing ready. He's about to light up that cigarette.
Y'all know Elle is the one with the worst mouth.
Who, me?
Yes. No, Elwood.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Elwood, you gonna sit there and
You.
take it?
Season 4 review. It's that time. Hey, listen, I'm just gonna come out and say it right off the bat. I like this season. It is, in fact, my second favorite season after season 1. Because to me, you can't beat season 1. You can't. It was lightning in a bottle. It was that, just the opening experience to these characters and this lovely world that the Duffer Brothers have created. I honestly, it's like that 80s nostalgia. They brought back that whole retro pop culture. You know, I loved it. But we're not talking season 1, season 4. But season 4 was great, folks. Season 4 was great. Cookie, what are you thinking, man? What did you think about season 4?
I loved season 4, and I think the only thing that kind of bothered me a little bit about season 4 was more of Elle's background, because I'm like, oh my God, they're doing this again. Papa's back and they're doing this again.
Mm-hmm.
But I liked that it was important, and I was like mad at myself for getting like so upset while the show was going on. Like, it was important, pay attention. But other than that, I thought the show was perfect. I thought the introduction of Eddie was absolutely perfect. And
Mm-hmm.
and I binged it all in like 2 days, and I haven't rewatched it, so I might be a little rusty on the details.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But I want to hear Ruben's hot takes.
Ruben,
Yeah, ready.
no? I was saying season 4 is the best season so far.
I would agree with that up until volume 2. And then season 1 became my favorite again.
Up until volume 2?
Yeah, up until the last 2 episodes, it was my favorite. And then it reverted back to number 1 as soon as
number 1?
The finale.
Okay. I'm not. That makes sense. That makes sense. And you can explain to us in just a second why. I have a feeling you're gonna. But
Go
okay,
on.
so Ruben,
I have a feeling you're going to talk.
I have a feeling you're gonna talk. Oh, yeah, Elle's with us today. She talked.
Oh.
Hey,
You put me at the bottom because I'm not live. It's okay. I get it. Back of the bus. I get it.
I mean, what could we just take you out and but actually, you know what, Cookie, I do. For me, the slowest parts, probably my least favorite parts in general, were like was the Elle stuff actually.
Yeah.
And it was more so, it was like it was slow, but I guess
Yeah.
it was necessary, right?
Yes.
It connected everything together, and it really, that's where we found out how everything tied in, right?
Right. Like the whole Vecna Henry origin thing.
Exactly.
So it was important, but I was like, oh my God, are we doing this again?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. I think I got a slide. Let me see if I can about Vecna. There we go. Boom.
We were wrong about Vecna. Henry. One. Sorry. What are we calling him now? One. Henry.
VH1.
So yeah, what are we calling Buddy? I don't know.
VH1. Just put it
I
all
like
together.
VH1.
I never.
Look at him. Did you see it? You can see that was
The light bulb go off.
yeah, his brain working.
Hey, I like that. Ruben, did you come up with that?
I mean,
Is
I
that
don't want
you?
to take all the credit, but yeah.
Is that you?
I
Not
think
him.
that's
Not him
all.
being on every fan forum on Reddit and 4chan.
You say 4chan?
Yeah, you're a degenerate. Let's be real.
Okay, hey, shout out to whoever came up with that. I like that. VH1, yes, Vecna, Henry, and one. Very fitting for the time period. Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, have to stop everything. Elwood, absolutely right. You can kill off Mike. You can kill off Jonathan. You can kill off Elle. Let's be real. You can kill off. There's so. Oh, and Will kill just everybody basically except for Bianca. Or is that her name, Bianca?
You mean Erica?
No. Erica. Yeah, Erica.
Wow.
Erica could stay. Lucas could stay. Argyle could stay.
Well, how come you don't remember Erica's name? Is it because she's
It's because they use her as a throwaway character.
Oh,
Stereotypical.
Nothing to do with
the only huh?
Race or no? Okay.
No, I think Erica and Lucas have really good chemistry for brother sister.
Yeah, but I don't like how they were the only people who had gun violence on them, and they're the only black people on the show.
Man, I feel like that's okay. All right.
Maybe a little
Bit of a reach.
Is it a reach when you agreed with me the other day?
Bit of a reach, man.
You said save that for the show. Now it's a reach though. Okay.
I did say that. Hey,
there's a lot of microaggressions on the show, not only towards like with race, but gender. There's a lot of male gaze, inappropriate male gaze, in my opinion.
Ooh, we'll get into that later. We'll get into the elephant in the room, or the camel in the room. If
the camel in the room.
In the room.
Oh man, but yeah. So we were saying, like, yeah, Cookie. The slowest parts to you, or your least favorite parts, were the Elle moments in. Is it going back to the whole season, like, or just like when she was, I guess, in the Nevada desert?
No, as soon as she got to like
G-A-Z-E.
She got to Nina. Yeah.
And then they revealed Papa.
Yeah. Exactly.
Elwood, G-A-Z-E. Not gaze.
What did I miss?
Elwood said the male gaze.
Oh.
I meant camera work on the show.
I knew Elle had a problem with the male gaze.
No, the G-A-Z-E.
Elle here at the House of Nerd, man. Hey,
no homophobia allowed.
It's not. Don't do that.
Hey, listen. Who made the connection? I knew this little vato right from on site. I said, "There's something wrong with this guy." I said, "He's evil. Look at him." I mean,
I didn't. I didn't see it coming, and so it was a pretty cool like twist for me.
Yeah.
Whenever he explained everything, like whenever like the story that Creel told, he went back and told it from his perspective, and it like blew my mind how he killed them. That was just so cool. And then he like, didn't he play dead? No, he used his powers so much that he fainted. Yeah, that's right. But
then he went into like a coma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you play with insects when you were a kid, Ruben?
No, I was scared of them.
Okay.
Ooh, I don't like Rubens. Let's not. I mean Rubens. I don't like. I don't like insects. Is what I was trying to
I
say.
used to like catch moths, and I used to play. I used to collect slugs and stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't kill them though. I just made habitats for them, homes.
You probably poured salt on them.
I actually got into my very first fight when I was like 9, because this little girl 2 doors down, her dad taught her how to like salt the walkway so the snails would die, and she was pouring salt on them like a psychopath, and I clocked her.
She got that fade.
Sure
Good
did.
morning, Manny. Thank you,
Manny.
Thank you for joining us. How come you didn't put up his comment?
I did.
That's so rude. That's so rude. What's going on here? Ian is saying season 4 smashed it. Episode 4 of volume 1 was the best piece of television of the year. Whoa.
I agree with that.
Volume 2 had me in bits. A perfect conclusion to the season, in my opinion. Folks, Cookie, Ruben, remind me, which one was season or episode 4 of volume 1?
Dear Billy. Dear Billy, the running up the hill.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Where Max got vectored the first time.
Yeah.
That was great. That was a moment for sure. Hey, listen, I loved it, man. I honestly probably repeated just that one portion of that episode.
Mm-hmm.
Like, several times. That was really good stuff. Yeah. So Ruben, you were saying you had because I was saying actually up until volume 2 of the season, she was putting it as the best season. But with volume 2, I guess you have some issues with it, Ruben. I feel like you're on the same page a little bit. What's going on?
I kind of agree with Elle at that point, except I don't know. It's like there was just some things that bothered me so much that maybe it was like neck and neck with season 1, because I really
No spoilers. Get out of here! This guy comes for a season 4 review, no spoilers.
We're in the wrong house.
It's been over a week.
Bro. Get out of here, fam. Yo.
But yeah.
Sorry. So Ruben, you were saying, bro?
Okay, so overall, I loved the season.
Yeah.
Like volumes 1 and 2, overall, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But I thought it was perfect until Volume 2. Volume 2, there was just so many things I could pick at. There's so many things like it's beginning to get tropey for the Duffer Brothers, for the writers. All the main characters, all the main cast that we originally met, they're all safe. There's like no legit stakes in the show. And I feel like Steve dying off would have been perfect because they led up to
Watch your mouth, Ruben.
that. You already heard this.
Jonathan,
No,
Will, Mike, anybody else, but not sweet baby Steve. No, I refuse.
Okay. The fact that you don't want him to go means it would have been a good loss. That would have been a good death.
No, a good loss would be Will, Mike, or Jonathan. It'd be a great loss because I don't care about them. I don't care about any of them.
It's not a good loss. Like you need the shock value. Anyways, like before Volume 2 came out, I thought, man, Steve's not going to make it because he got a whole bunch of bites from the bats.
Yeah.
Robin keeps talking about rabies repeatedly. Yeah. Is that gonna like come back somehow? Like,
well, the Duffer Brothers confirmed that the bites don't kill.
And
I have the power of mute, and I will use it as I see fit.
Let I guess speak, please, man.
And so Steve and Nancy, them revisiting their relationship, like what was the point in that? Like, I thought,
I hated that. Yeah.
And then his relationship with Dustin have grew to a big brother, father, like they got tight. And like there's just so much love for Steve. He's gotten so much character development. And so him going would have just been great for the show because it would have hurt, honestly. And Cookie, I think that they did a good job of keeping us entertained during the flashback scenes, like because this whole show I've been wanting to learn about the origin of Elle, like, or how all these experiments got their powers. So that was pretty cool to find out, like how it all started. Yeah.
Is anyone okay?
I'm sorry, Ruben was talking.
Yeah, that was very rude of you.
Yeah.
Can anyone clearly explain now? Because I rewatched the Volume 2 last night. Can anyone clearly explain how now it all ties to how it's like the timeline, how the Upside Down and Vecna started? You guys feel like you have like a good grasp on what's happened, or because I'm still like a little iffy on like the timeline itself.
I'm kind of interested in Juan's question. Semen from one was used to make all those kids.
Man, this is a family show. I don't even know what to say to that.
At least he used the technical term.
Oh okay. Wow. Duffer Brothers, I apologize. I know this is not
this
your
is
kind of
science-based show, so
No, but I mean, like,
that's the strange thing, huh?
Man.
Yeah. Caught a little bit off track there, huh?
So Elle, she threw Vecna into the Upside Down that already existed.
Yes.
Right.
He basically got transformed through like transportation or whatever. He got disfigured. And then he kind of did he transform the Upside Down itself? Like
because it's a hive mind.
Like he made it become a mirror image of Hawkins, the Upside Down. Or because when you show him being thrown into the Upside Down, it doesn't look like Hawkins at all. It's just like this barren wasteland, right?
Right.
I just thought he was thrown into the part that looked like a barren wasteland.
So are you guys thinking that what are you guys thinking? Did he transform it to be a mirror image of Hawkins, or was it already like that?
I feel like he poisoned it.
Yeah, I thought it was already like that. And the only thing, I think the part that he created was the mind flayer, right?
Yeah. So that was the other thing too. So it seems like it's pretty clear, like, so that dusty particle thing already existed in the Upside Down, but he made it into like the image of the giant mind flayer spider thing.
Spider thing, yeah.
Yeah.
He made it spider-esque.
Yeah. Okay. But Al, you're thinking. So you're thinking the opposite. You're thinking.
No, I'm not thinking the opposite. I'm saying that it wasn't he poisoned it. It's a hive mind, so they're all doing what his bidding is. So before, like, it was just existing, right? But now there's a malicious intent behind it because of what he wants.
Okay. Okay. I see what you're saying. But
Alright,
do
that
you
makes sense,
think?
yeah.
Do you think that that Hawkins was there already?
I think that like most like alternate dimension stories, it's something that's there, doesn't necessarily interact with anything, but Elle opening the portal to it and him being sent there is what made it a bad place.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Al was saying the upside down was already there. Vecna found the mind flayer and shaped it into a twisted version of the regular world.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's kind of what I'm thinking too, right? So that particle thingy is some kind of like, I don't know.
But I mean, how
Weird.
OP is this guy? Like, can he really create matter out of thin air?
It's alternate reality, alternate dimension.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's got some crazy powers. But also to going back to those particles, was it just me or did they forget about those particles in the Russian jail? Because the whole reason for them going back to the jail, they were saying, we're talking about Hopper and the mom and the 2
Mhm.
Russian guys, was to destroy those particles. Remember, they were like encased in that plastic, in that secure part of the
Oh,
jail.
yeah.
Well, they kind of alluded to the more like demogorgons and stuff they killed, the weaker the body got because it's hive, it's all connected. So I'm assuming the particles would have dissipated if the corporal bodies were destroyed. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but see, I don't know, because they were saying specifically we got to go destroy those particles or whatever, but they never we didn't end up seeing it again. They just ended up destroying all the demogorgons, all the monsters and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. Do we have the Surgigorgon gif?
We do not.
Okay.
We do not, ma'am. But we do have. Who mentioned this earlier? Who mentioned? It was you, Ruben. What? So what are we thinking, folks? What are we thinking? What's going on here?
Kill Nancy.
Are you guys feeling this story?
I mean, I don't know anymore. I'm
Are
telling
you
you.
not feeling it? Let me hear your thoughts. Let me hear your thoughts.
Nancy and Steve forever. I also play as Nancy on Dead by Daylight. Shout out to a real one. But I don't like Nancy. I'm so tired of Nancy, and it's no shade to her. Is she in college or high school? I can never remember. She's still in high school?
No. She's like 2 years removed from high school.
That's what I'm
She
saying.
was on like the school paper.
Yeah,
She's
that's
in
why
high
I was
school.
confused. I'm like, is this a
I
school
was confused
paper,
too.
a college paper?
I thought about that.
She looks about 40 on the show. No shade to her again. Like, no, seriously. And
No,
I'm not
It's just
even.
the 80s.
That's
No,
the
it's not.
stylizing,
I feel like between the seasons she's maybe lost a lot of weight IRL, and it like shows in her. She looks haggard. She looks tired, and the whole time I'm like, is she in high school or is she? And so, and Steve here, sweet baby Steve, he can find another girl. Sorry, Nancy, but I feel like Nancy might be the one to go.
Nancy should be the one to go.
Yeah, like she's had her, and you know what? I felt that way about Eddie. I feel like from the beginning, it was kind of clear he was going to be the big death of the season because they gave him a complete character arc. They gave him a hero's journey from the beginning. So I kind of figured from the beginning that he was going to be the one to go.
But they did that on purpose. They were trying to trick us.
No, they weren't. It was very obvious from the very first episode.
It happens every season, yeah.
They gave him a complete character arc, a complete hero's journey, and I was like, he has to go because it's written to complete for it to be like, oh, he's gonna stick around. Like, no.
Yeah.
So like all together, that trope: Eddie, Barb, Bob, the Russian from the last season. I forget his name. But there's other characters. So these characters, they just get introduced and we love them, and then they're just gone at the end of the show, or at the end of the season. That's what just bothered me. Like I was really hoping that they just kind of got away from that trope somehow. But we all saw Eddie dying coming.
They do have that storyline about getting into college, and you know what? It's so funny that you say that. And in my head, she's still in college already.
She's in college though.
He's out of school, right?
Did-
Steve, he
that-
graduated.
Steve
Yeah.
graduated. She's in college or whatever. That was like-
Jonathan is 86 years old trying to get into college.
oh man. So Cookie, what are your thoughts on this, man?
I don't like it. I don't want Steve to go. I feel like it's going backwards for him. I feel like he should be going forwards.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
He delivered the line of the season though. Always the goddamn babysitter.
Yes.
I felt that on so many levels as being like the oldest sister. And I was just like, God, you really struck a nerve with that one.
And that's why you love him and want him to stay alive forever.
Yes, sweet baby Steve.
So Ruben, you say you're not feeling this. Cookie's not feeling it. I'm definitely not feeling it. I'm like, yeah, I'm not digging that whole.
Just
thing.
say you guys don't believe in love, okay? True love.
I want Steve to have love, just not with Nancy.
No, you're right. You're right.
You know,
Hey, but
something
listen.
cool that I noticed that I didn't care for, Nancy being like shooting for being a reporter. It's
Mhm.
kind of like, I don't know if the stereotype is the right word, but like for a female role in a crazy
character
action movie
trope,
like
yeah.
this,
It is.
God, it's just, again, more things to pick at, but it's just like, really, that's all you could think of her doing is being a reporter. And also,
Look at this picture though, real quick. You could keep Dustin, Erica, Max, and Lucas. Bye, everybody else.
Mike, really? What do you have against Mike?
Look at him.
seriously,
I don't know. He gets on my nerves. Like he looks like he doesn't change his underwear every day. I don't know. He just like there's something about him that is like punchable, very punchable. Like
No, you're talking about Will.
no,
Will
I'm
can-
talking
Will
about
can
Mike
go.
too. Mike,
Will can
what
go.
was
Will
Mike's
can
go. Poor
purpose
Will,
this
man.
season? Will made me so uncomfortable this season. He and it's not none of the stuff. It's just that
It's
I
that
don't
he's so awkward.
no, it's like I don't like they didn't really they could have cut that entire storyline and the show would have still been able to be done. I don't feel
because
like
they did it wrong.
yeah.
Like, if like, what does he identify as? Like, where does he stand? Let us know. Stop. It's like it's such an unnecessary mystery. Like,
And it
this
was
is-
so funny how they did it too. Like it was like very obvious what you guys are trying to do. But I think your core audience are mostly adults. So it's like you could have just like he could have just looked at one of them and we would have been like, ah, okay. Like you don't have to like do the whole thing where we have to guess is it Elle he's talking about or Mike or both. It might be a throuple situation. It is the 80s.
So Oscar is saying they introduced what you guys were saying, Ruben and Cookie, that they introduce characters and kill them every season, but the main group is untouchable.
Max
Okay,
is
listen,
fine.
I gotta, this is obviously a season review, a spoiler review. So at the end of volume 2, we had our girl Max. Max was in a perilous situation. We had 2 deaths, folks. We had Eddie Munson's
1.5.
death.
Yeah, 1.5.
Let me
One
get
and a half.
there. Let me get
Come
there. Al.
back.
Let me get there, Al. We had 2 deaths. Eddie Munson's, which sucked because he's a wicked character. I love Eddie Munson. He's jokes, yo. And then we had Max's. So Eddie Munson sucked, but it was just okay. It worked though, right? It was a badass way to go. And then Max's death, like that legit. I was like, oh shit, okay, I got a little bit of salty discharge happening here. Like the scene hit, everything was
But then
perfect.
ruined it with flashback scenes. Why do they have to do that every time? Like, just let her die, let us be devastated, and then flashback scenes.
Oh, I was not gonna.
There
let
was
you
so
finish
many
that.
freaking
I was gonna let
flashback
you
scenes
finish
in
my
the
fact.
last 2 episodes. It pissed me off. You could have cut an hour out of the show by just stop doing the long gazes and the fucking flashback scenes. Like, cut those out, and it would have been a tight 90.
It
So
could have
my
been
problem
trimmed
wasn't
down.
even with the flashback scenes. It was like she should have stayed dead.
I disagree.
The Duffer brothers should have just
Mm-mm.
had her like stay dead.
There's too
these are-
much
these are the-
tragedy
these are
around
the
her for her to be
consequences.
dead.
But it was perfect. I think everything worked with Max's death. Her reason, the scene itself, I thought it was like, wow, it was like powerful. And then they just kind of like, well, no, she's actually alive. So for me, that was a little bit of, oh man, you guys should have kept her, kept to death. But what are you guys thinking, Ruben Cookie? That are you guys okay with her not being dead, or just being like mash up
I mean,
and blind and
well, I mean, at this point, she's like a vegetable, so it's it's not like she's, alive and ready to help the crew,
Mhm.
So
I think somehow, some way, she's gonna be fine. Um,
Mm-mm.
People theorize that Elle's gonna like evolve her powers and be able to heal her and bring her back from Vecna's curse. But I don't know. It's intense because she looks like she's gonna be blind, but
I think
mm,
she's gonna be a conduit between the dimensions, and
Yeah,
that's how she's gonna be used in the next season.
for sure.
I think she's gonna be able to connect the two worlds, even if she's not awake.
Yeah, I agree. Al.
that makes
Definitely.
sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like what Elwood said. Yeah. No, I don't think she'll necessarily have like secret knowledge about Vecna, but I feel like she might be like the connection point,
ooh,
like that Elle can go, or even the others. Maybe they'll
Yeah.
be able to do it too.
Some craziness, man. Oh, she's definitely gonna be used like that in some, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For
I have a
sure.
question.
For sure.
Okay, so so Vecna created the Mind Flayer, and but obviously those creatures, the Demogorgons, the Demodogs, they all existed in the Upside Down. But Dustin had a theory that the Mind Flayer was the final boss, and Vecna was the 5-star general, and Demogorgon was like a foot soldier. So
Mm-hmm.
I was just kind of curious, like it was kind of like contradictory. Why did Dustin have that theory when it wasn't true? It was like, so Vecna really is the final boss.
I think it was
I
just a theory. It was just,
I don't think Vecna is the final boss.
oh, you don't
Really?
think so?
No, I think it's a red herring.
We were wrong about.
Uh-oh, you want to mute your computer maybe?
Yeah,
Jeez.
never mind. Uh, I don't know. I feel like Vecna is the final guy. I think they made that, or maybe it
Yeah,
could
he
be.
didn't create the mind flayer, he gave it form. Because who's to say that like with why was I about to call him Justin? What are these people's names? Let me go down the list. What's the one?
Dustin?
His name is not Nick. No, the older brother. I just said his name like 100 times.
Oh,
Steve.
Oh, Steve.
Steve. So with Steve being having been bit, right? Like who's to say like that? Or even Will. Maybe Will is like, maybe Mike is gonna be like, sorry, Will, it's your hair. I can't get with it. And then he becomes the bad, and because he already has a connection to the Upside Down, you know what I mean? Like I feel like there's so much malice in the world that there's always gonna be somebody to take the place of a Vecna.
Yeah.
So maybe you kill Vecna, but that doesn't mean that the space for a big bad isn't there.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. Interesting.
Steve isn't anyone's brother. He's not.
No.
He's not related to nobody.
No.
He's not.
No.
I think he's
I was
Dustin's
getting
brother.
confused. I'm like, what is this girl going on about?
What? Oh, that's right. Because Nancy is
Mind Flayer.
and then that
The
would be
ex-girlfriend.
incest. Yeah, because I thought for some reason that Mike and Steve are brothers.
Ma'am,
Ooh.
where have you been the past 4 seasons? I don't understand.
Tired. That's where I've been.
Oh
Tired.
my gosh, we're talking about the monsters of the Upside Down. What's going on with these guys?
Yeah,
We
turn the volume off before you get us copyrighted.
That's why I'm turning it down. But yeah, we got the Upside Down. It's a scary place.
Those
I
are two
feel like
guys,
I could probably take 1 or 2 of those Demodogs though. I don't know about the Demogorgon.
You know what they say about siblings in Indiana though, so
Oh man. Hey, we got lots of Indiana folks in the chat.
we do.
Be nice.
I don't think I've ever met
Yeah.
anybody from Indiana.
Be nice. Cookie, how many of those demo bats can you take out before? Are you going out like Steve or like Eddie or?
Yeah, no, I'm going the way of Eddie, I think.
Yeah.
I think I can maybe get 2 and that's it.
Hey.
Y'all are tripping. You saw those people driving away from Hawkins? That would have been me. I'd have been like,
Yeah,
why
exactly.
are you guys staying here?
Like, mm-mm.
I'm out. I would have been out in the first season. Like, this is too much weird shit happening here.
I saw this
Scary. scared. We know this.
But you would stay. Like, why would you stay when it's like, oh, this is a Hawkins problem? I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm going to Indianapolis. I'm going to the big city.
I
Y'all
want to stay.
tripping.
I'm trying to become a part of that goon squad. Let me be a part of that Goonie squad, man. Let's
Hey.
figure out this mystery.
Have you guys seen that Umbrella Academy meme where they're driving side by side, like passing each other?
Yes.
Okay, so somebody made a meme that says everybody fleeing Hawkins, wondering who the hell ordered pizza because they see Argyle's car driving in. and
Oh, I
people
did
get
see
out.
that. Yeah.
Speaking of pizza, I think I got a slide here somewhere. Hold on.
Has anybody called that number on the van?
It
Of
was
Argyle's?
busy.
Oh, really?
I tried to call. It was busy.
I called it.
And what happens?
Argyle answers.
No way.
Aw.
Really?
It's like it's the line from the show where he's talking about pineapple on your pizza. It's like the whole spew. It's pretty funny.
Okay, I gotta try that out.
Don't deny it till you try it.
Yeah. Hey, listen. So for me, the best thing that the Duffer Brothers did, that the Stranger Show did this season. Hey, listen, they're on point. Pineapple belongs on pizza.
Mm.
Okay, let's just
No,
let's
you're
keep it
right.
100.
The best pizza is pineapple, jalapeno, bacon, maybe.
Yeah, you like a little
Yeah.
jalapeno?
Mm.
Yeah, pineapple or banana peppers, but I always get pineapple on my pizza.
Banana peppers are nice.
Hmm.
Banana peppers are nice. You got the spicy mixed with the sweet of the pineapple.
Hmm.
Bless. I'm with that.
Man,
Cookie, Ruben, what are you guys thinking? Pineapple on pizza? Yeah or nay?
No.
it's not my favorite.
I feel like it's regional though. Cookie, you're from where pizza is like
Yeah.
real pizza, and so I'm from.
Yeah. So
I'm
it's like
from,
a sin to put pineapple on it.
Yeah, and I'm from like
Really?
I'm from Orange County. Like I feel like Argyle, them coming from California. I'm like, no, I grew up eating pineapple pizza. Like it was never been weird to me until as an adult when I don't know who started it. A Satanist probably was like putting pineapple on pizza is wrong, and I'm like, what? Not a Satanist because I hear they're pretty chill people, but I was just like, I was like, pineapple on pizza is weird. Like it never occurred to me that it wasn't like normal because I grew up eating it.
Yeah. I would honestly. I feel like yeah. I mean, for me, ever since I was little, I knew like it's just a regular thing. It's like, can I get a Hawaiian slice? It's always been my favorite, but it probably is a regional thing. Cookie, so pineapple on pizza in New York, it's a no-go. You guys don't do
It's a big
that?
no.
It's a big no.
No.
Ruben, what do you guys put on your pizza? Ranch, barbecue chicken, and ranch.
Ranch on pizza's delicious, man.
No, but on the side, not on it. Like I feel like you guys put ranch powder.
No, I didn't.
Our boy Aaron, he's saying pineapple on pizza. You get the thumbs up.
Ruben, I have a funny story about ranch on pizza. When I first met my husband, he told me, he's like, yeah, I can't, like girls who put ranch on their pizza, I feel have a certain personality type, like blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, you're right. And so I hid that I put ranch on my pizza until after I had my firstborn, and then I'm like, you're stuck now. I absolutely love ranch with my pizza.
You're stuck with ranch on your pizza now.
Elwood is saying Hawaiian pizza is a Canadian invention. Is this
It
true?
is. Yeah, it's not Hawaiian. And a lot of people don't like it to be called Hawaiian pizza. So I just call it pineapple pizza.
Oh, that's what I didn't know. I feel like go Canada. Like,
Well, that makes sense now.
It's Canadian because it's like traditionally Canadian bacon and ham. I mean, and pineapple. So. Ruben, what did you eat last night?
You know that was Sergio.
Hey, sorry, that's my stomach. We're talking about Hawaiian pizza. And
He's sitting on his leather work chair, no pants.
Oh man,
The boy's stuck.
Canadian pizza has bacon.
What? What did you just say?
I said the boy is stuck.
Oh, I thought you said the boys are stuck.
I should have said that.
Oh my god.
Okay, Stranger Things.
Can you pass me the olive oil? That's wine, yo. Yo, how high are you? How high are you?
Argyle is like one of the best new characters.
Mhm.
Like protect him at all costs.
But I feel like that's why I never thought he was gonna be the one to go, because he's so aloof. It would have been like kind of humorous, you know what I mean? Like, of
Right.
course, he would find himself in a situation where he's about to.
Yeah.
But he is like, he was my favorite of the show. Yeah.
You know what I liked is that they were 2,000 miles away from home.
Mhm.
He went to another branch.
Yes, that
Same
part
pizza
killed
place-
me. Yeah.
Same pizza place he works for, and he found a doppelganger of himself, like just another Argyle. Like,
Mhm.
like the people that are running this pizza place is just potheads, like chain by chain.
It's
That
pretty
was
dope.
amazing.
And as far as Elwood is saying Argyle as a joy. Hi, Jonathan wasn't believable, and I kind of felt like that was the point. Like Jonathan is a tryhard. Like he's just like, I'm so high right now. You know what I mean? But he's like, he didn't even inhale it. He just put it in his mouth. Like he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so high right now.
Man. Speaking of drugs, who else, did anybody was anybody else taken aback? I think it was when Chrissy was trying to cop some weed off
Mhm.
of Eddie.
Mhm.
They're talking about
It's okay. Say it. We know you know the word.
oh man, what were they talking about?
Ketamine or
Ketamine.
Yeah.
Ketamine. I said, holy shit, a special K, excuse me. Special K. I said, these are the Stranger Things vatos. They went from like being in like Ghostbusters costumes to now like, yo, let's get ripped off of some Special K. I couldn't take it. I said, wow, these kids, like, they're really 40 years old now.
That's how you know that you've grown up, when you go from watching
Wow.
Ghostbusters to doing Special K.
That defines manhood.
Yeah.
I jump on the time. I see nobody else is talking about it. I said, how you guys not like, this is like, okay.
Yeah, Chrissy, and you know what's so funny, that audio clip where they auto tuned yes, it's been stuck in my head, and that's the only thing I sing all day long.
I heard that and I was like, I hate the internet, man.
Right, and I can't take it seriously, and then somebody like did like a Eddie one, and I was like, stop, don't, that's weird, don't be weird, just stay at Chrissy.
You know, since you say that, Elle, you know what's kind of sort of driving me crazy? I've been a fan of that "Running Up That Hill" song by Kate Bush. Like,
Here we go. You and the whole internet.
Because I love the Placebo cover.
I thought you said pussy butt. Go ahead.
Ma'am,
The internet is
about to
also
get
ruining
banned.
that song, is what I was gonna say. Like it's like every other TikTok, and it doesn't even fit.
Yeah, Joe just posted that on Twitter this morning. He was
Yeah,
like,
and I liked it first thing this morning.
he said I liked it first thing.
Yes.
Oh man. Hey, we're gonna this has become an Eddie Munson. Hey, Priscilla. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. Yes, right in the midst of our stream. And we're just about to get into little Eddie Munson appreciation territory, man. Hey, cause how dope was this guy? He was jokes. I mean, listen, one of the most dopest, coolest scenes in the history of television, man. No, but this was a whole lot of fun. How great was this? What are you guys thoughts on Eddie Munson? You like him? You hate him? You indifferent?
He's great.
Yeah.
I love Eddie. Yes.
How can you not like him?
You know
He
what?
was definitely my favorite part of the season. Absolutely.
Honestly, Cookie, I'm gonna agree with you on that one. Real talk. Yeah, he was like, yeah, he was my favorite part. He just listen. He's like, yo, let me go grab a beer with this guy, man. Let me just chill. This guy's pretty cool.
I think he's like my age. I think he's like 28, but he pulls off high school well, I guess. Oh, he's supposed to be like 22 in high school.
Oh, because he's like,
sorry, he got left back 3 times or something, right?
This is my year.
86, baby.
That's right. That's right. They did say that he got left back like 2 or 3 times. I said, my guy, like,
He's like, this is my
Yo.
year. Like, you said it last year and the year before.
I said at this point, homie, you go get your GED, fam. You're like 25.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo.
And the only scene that like legit made me sad and cry was as soon as I saw Dustin, I said, "Oh fuck!" And when he gave him the dog tags back,
Mhm.
that was the only scene that got to me. And I said, "I don't even like this show." Because him dying himself didn't make me sad, but when he Dustin gave his uncle those tags, I said, "I'm out of here."
Yeah, for sure. But that's what I was saying earlier. Like, Eddie's death sucked, right? But I wasn't like bummy about it per se.
Yeah.
But Max's, that shit got me like, I was like crying like a little bitch.
I think
Max,
after
that was a
seeing her,
mess, yeah.
after seeing her body is what got to me because I was like,
Yeah.
she didn't deserve that.
Yes, Priscilla, those posters were made by Butcher Billy. Folks, if you guys haven't seen his stuff, check him out. You can find him, I think, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, anywhere. So credits to Butcher Billy. He did one of these posters for every single episode.
Mm-hmm.
They're honestly super dope. All in
Mhm.
this like retro style. Yeah. And this one was for the final chapter, the piggyback, right? Yeah.
Have you guys heard like the plethora of theories that Eddie's still alive?
Yeah, because the Duffer Brothers confirmed that. Oh, am I allowed to talk now, Ruben? Thank you. The Duffer Brothers confirmed that the bites aren't lethal, and there's D&D lore that kind of shows like vampirism connected to the bats because they're based on like D&D characters and roles and stuff, and so there's like theories that like he's a vampire or there's some kind of vampirism afoot next season because of the bites and stuff.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see that.
But if he's still alive, then would somebody like Dustin know that? Because he bawled like a baby and told his uncle he died a hero.
He also gave that false general thing earlier too. So Dustin just be saying stuff,
He held him in his arms.
But I feel like they always show him in like a possible lying situation too, like with his girlfriend. Nobody believed him. And like he's just constantly the least. I'm like, what did he do to you guys early in life that you guys just don't trust what he says ever?
Hey, thanks for joining us, Elwood. Take it easy, buddy. Yes, the best part of the season, Eddie Munson, man. This fucking scene. Listen, super dope. We gotta give a shout out to the Duffer Brothers because they put the general masses onto the greatness of not only Kate Bush. All right, but Metallica. I mean, come on, forget it. It's a wrap. The tune goes hard. It went hard. The scene was perfect. Yeah, I mean, I've replayed this over and over again. I've been rinsing both. Are you guys okay? Where you guys at? You still on the running up the hill vibe, or have we moved on to Master of Puppets?
I still like running up it hasn't gotten tired for me. I still listen to it.
It's a good song.
Now I'm in the separate ways category. The song that was playing when they were getting ready to go into the house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh my god. So
Which tune is that? Is that a Journey tune?
yeah.
It is, eh?
Yeah, and they
Yeah,
do, like, this
yeah.
crazy
Okay.
remix on it. It's great.
Yeah.
I can't stop playing it.
It's a good tune, man. It's a good
Yeah.
tune. Speaking of
I'm
D&D,
still on Neverending Story.
when did they play Neverending Story? Get out of here.
What, like 2 seasons ago?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Hey.
She made a post somewhere where it's like, I think on TikTok, and she's like, if one more person asked me to sing this at a con.
I got one more thing, and I'll stop complaining. I promise.
Ruben, please, we brought you on to listen to you complain.
Hey, hey, do it up.
Okay. Papa.
Say
Season
it
1.
again. Say it again.
Season 1, we saw this Demogorgon come at him full force.
Mm-hmm.
How are we supposed to believe that he survived that?
He's
with like
Papa.
a little scar?
Yeah, no, I always thought that was weird.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's forced. It's just like explain how. Because
You know how when you have
they
a
alluded
cat,
to him being alive in the seasons 2 and 3, so it's not reaching. It's
Ruben, you got to think of like, so I know Cookie knows when you have a cat and it doesn't want to be picked up, and you pick it up and it's a little scratchy. You know, you might get a few scrapes and stuff here and there. I felt the same way with the, with the what are they called? The Demogorgon. Yeah, like maybe Papa is Papa. These are his kids. Like JP said earlier, he is Papa. That's his son, and he's just a little agitated.
Or Vecna spared him last minute. If they're really connected like that, I don't know.
Are we gonna talk about Elle for a minute? I thought it was the male gaze on her was really weird this season, and I don't know if it's because of they're trying to show her being older from when she was younger, but I thought her outfit was a little bit. They really, really bunched up in places. Maybe it didn't need to be bunched up at, and the camera angles, the camera angles definitely was like, oh, camel toe. And I was just like, how long are they gonna be on this scene? And they kept going back to that wide angle, and I'm just like,
Like, do we really need a wide shot for this?
And I'm not a prude or anything like that, but in this scenario and given the content, I was like, this is weird. This is very much a man behind the camera. This is very much gross.
You know what?
Especially since a lot of the time you couldn't tell what age she was supposed to be, but we know that she's very young, and I was just like, this is weird.
It was the lighting. It was right there. It was very prominent. I said, how did nobody catch this and say, hold that?
Or maybe put the scene on the other side, like a side seam or something, and had the outfit, but it was just weird.
I don't know. We got a little bit of a camel situation going on here, like, but yeah, how are we feeling? How are we feeling about the whole Papa Elle situation? Is Papa like any redeeming qualities to him? Did he redeem himself, or is he just a piece of shit? What do you think?
He's just a tool. I think he'll never see Elle as an actual person, just as a weapon. I don't think he actually cares about her, but he'll say anything to convince her otherwise.
Right.
But in that, I feel like I respect his not his vision, but he never said he wasn't an asshole. So I feel like he's very much determined in what he's going to do. And that was his ultimate downfall, was himself. But I don't know. I didn't even care that he was on the show, to be honest. Like, they could have gotten they did, but the whole story, I don't know. I felt like it was a lot. Like, there was a lot of unnecessary scenes. There was a lot of stuff they could have cut on this part. I think a lot of the season felt a little bit disjointed because of all the having to remember, like, what time are we? When are we right now? And it didn't help that his face isn't that enjoyable to look at.
You know what was kind of satisfying is whenever he died, and I think he is dead, Elle really showed no remorse. She just kind of got closure and looked at him like, goodbye, like, I'm not gonna miss you, like, I don't, just kind of close that door forever, which was good because
he was just laying there like, oh, please forgive me, everything I did for you. And she's like, bye.
You gave him nothing.
And I had the same reaction. I was like, I do not care. I do not care.
Cook, you're not a fan of Papa?
No.
Papa?
Is Paul Reiser dead?
No,
I don't know. He's still chained to that freaking pipe.
Oh, that's right. No, he got taken away.
He's good. Yeah, Paul Reiser he's coming back.
I hope so.
Yeah. Papa, he's a piece of work, eh? Yeah, I wasn't. It was like good riddance.
Yeah.
Good day, sir. Good day. Priscilla saying the soundtrack is just amazing. Agreed. The season is good, but there are some situations that were creepy. Hopper in that Russian jail. I didn't see any connection anyways.
A lot of people didn't like that.
The Russian jail
The
setting.
Russian stuff.
The jail subplot. Yeah.
Oh, I'm tired of Russia. I was tired. Season 3 talked about Russia so much. If I never heard Russia again, I would not honestly care. And so the fact that so much of the season again was Russia, I was like, I watched it, but I was like, what? I didn't care.
I didn't dislike it. I thought it was just like the most unexciting part of the season.
And kind of even for it to be like a TV show, kind of unbelievable that all of this stuff has happened to your family and you're just not going to tell your kids you're going across overseas technically, you know what I mean? Just
Right.
like Joyce, maybe they should not have let you had custody of Elle because that just didn't make any sense. I was like, why would like it's and I don't know that as a parent that struck me as totally irresponsible.
Mhm.
You want to know my hot take on Hopper coming back? He walked into Elle's room, and that was just so like they hugged each other like nothing.
It was very anticlimactic.
Yes, because like
I left the door ajar.
She-
Girl.
she thought he's been dead for a long time, and he comes back like, "Hey, how's it going?" Just and they just hug like that was just
He did the Sergio
Holy-
intro. What's up? It's me, your boy, your daddy, Hopper.
like
You know, it is a little
came back from
weird.
the dead, and she just greeted him like, "Hey, missed you. How was your trip?"
You have a point because remember he's supposed to be dead as far as they know. Dead. They had a funeral, so that was a little like everybody's like his reintroduction to the group. It is a little weird. Like you would think like, holy shit, you ain't dead, my dude. Fuck.
Like she would have been frozen, like lost her breath, and just cried. But
Yeah.
no, it was.
It was more so. Oh, hey, what's up? You back, Holmes? All right, cool. But I don't know. I didn't mind the Russian stuff. I thought it was cool because we got more
I
of.
liked it.
The Demogorgon part was cool.
You liked it, eh?
Yeah.
Cookie?
Oh my god, the fight, the first fight where
The gladiator
you
scene.
yes. It's like, oh my god, this is so disgusting. But it was so cool.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know,
They really amped up the violence this season.
Oh yeah.
I was surprised.
So that they didn't need to use the budget. They didn't need a huge budget like that, but it was worth it.
Yeah.
It was, like the CGI. I think I tweeted this, but the CGI for the season has been better than the last few MCU movies. I said it.
It's true.
you're not wrong, bud.
That's how you use money.
You're not wrong. And then we had that second fight in the season finale, which was dope, right? Where they got cooked with the flamethrower, and then you have to top it with the sword. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't mind it. And then because we got all these characters are good. What's Buddy's name? The funny one?
Yuri?
With the
Argon?
glasses?
Oh,
Murray? Yuri or Murray?
Is his name Yuri?
I think it's
Funny
Yuri.
Russian guy? The crazy Russian guy?
Yeah. No, the one who was in the previous seasons.
Oh, Murray.
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 Okay. Yeah, he's funny. He's jokes. And then you got the guy on the left. You guys realize that's Buddy from Game of Thrones, eh? I don't know if you guys are Game of Thrones.
Enzo.
Enzo, yeah. Enzo is he's the faceless man.
Hmm.
No! Oh, you're
That's him. Yeah.
No!
I know, right?
Oh my
I
god!
know. That's the
I haven't seen Game
same.
of Thrones.
That's the same reaction I had when I finally made I said, "Oh, okay."
Do you know? And like the whole time I'm watching, I'm like, why does he look so familiar? Like,
Joseph Quinn was in it too. He was one of the.
yeah, I don't remember
Stark.
him in Game of Thrones.
He was only in it for like an episode though.
Oh,
He was
really?
like one of the guards for Winterfell at the front gate.
I didn't realize Buddy was in Game of Thrones too. Eh? Okay, so we got a couple Game of Thrones alumni.
But Joseph Quinn, I didn't even recognize him the whole time, and I've seen I watch a lot of BBC shows, and he's been in so many BBC
You're so cultured.
series, and so no, I just America. You know what, Ruben? I forgot. I can just.
I got a question. Hey, don't. I got a question for our panel and for the audience. Favorite Stranger Things character?
Like from all seasons?
All of them, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. I guess we could go all season. I mean, we're talking about season 4, but yeah, you know, we got the main cast, right?
Do they still have to be alive?
No, they don't gotta be
Okay.
alive. They don't gotta be alive, right? Who you guys going with? Who's your favorite?
If I had to pick, I'd say Murray.
Murray's a good one. I like Murray.
I like Murray.
It's these jokes.
My
He's
hands are like iron.
Hey, listen.
beating up little children in karate class. Yeah.
I thought that was.
I'm with it.
Yeah, that was jokes. And then he's got squabbles. He can throw hands, man. So I was like,
Got karate in.
Murray's coming through. Ruben, you got a favorite?
Man, I don't. That's tough. I think if I just like if a character that like died that I would be like really upset about would probably be Dustin because he's like the heart of the show.
Dustin's cool. I like Dustin.
I don't know. Demogorgon. It's my favorite.
Okay, you heard it here, folks.
Ruben is into interspecies. Steve, sweet baby Steve.
You like Steve. We know this. We know this. You like the chest hair. That's what's doing it.
I'm a fan.
One more time. Look at that right there. She's like,
if you take the head off, yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a tattoo.
Yeah, it's a hair tattoo.
It's a head. So we got Murray. Cookies go with Murray. Ruben likes the dogs or Demogorgon? Demogorgon, okay. And then Al's going with
Ruben, can you do the open mouth thing with your hands? The Demogorgon.
Oh wait, no. You're gonna record it.
I absolutely was gonna clip it. No, Sergio. Outwards, not inwards. Do it outwards.
How you do it?
Like you're diving in the hole.
Oh no, that I can't do.
Like on the boys.
Yeah. Now you take it too
like
far.
on the boys episode 1, diving in the hole.
For those in the live chats, do you guys have a favorite, a least favorite? I'm going to ask you guys same thing. Who's your least favorite character?
Oh, that's easier.
Will.
I feel so bad for Will.
Jonathan.
Yeah, they do his character weird. I don't know.
It's like every season this kid is just suffering. It's like leave him alone.
And we don't even know why. We still don't know what's wrong with him.
And the fact that he looks so much like Coconut Head is and I feel so bad because I'm like, I know he has to like this stuff has to carry over in real life, right? And to be stigmatized this young with a fruit, is coconut a fruit so ancient that like he's forever gonna be associated with coconuts.
Oh man, I don't know. So who are you guys going with? Least favorite character?
Papa.
Ruben, did you just have a stroke? You're only blinking one eye.
That's how I think.
Papa's yeah.
Papa.
Papa, yeah, for sure. As much as I dislike Papa, Will's gotta go. It's your time, homie.
Thank you.
What do y'all have against
Will?
It's his face.
You know what? I want Will to be happy. I want Steve to be happy, and I want Will to be happy.
I think he will be happy when he's not suffering anymore. In hell. No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say the exact same thing about Steve.
But you know what, Vecna, you know, I've never been like a big Jamie, what's his name, Bauer
fan.
I love Jamie Campbell Bauer.
Yeah, I do. Now he was the perfect Jace in Shadowhunters, but but when they recast all the characters for the show, in my head I blended them together, so I was like, ugh, can't stand him. But then when I saw him doing the voice for Vecna, like the deep voice in the studio, I said, cool. Jamie could get it. Only if he's talking like Vecna, though.
Oh my god! Into your ear.
Yes, into my ear, into my soul.
You're nasty.
Threaten me, please, Vecna.
Still got a problem, bro. You're sick. You're a sicko.
Not Henry, not one, Vecna.
VH1.
VH1. Hey, listen. Lest we forget, 11 is a felon now. She a
No,
gangbanger.
No, my least favorite character is Angela. There.
Yeah, I would agree.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
How satisfying was it when she got popped?
She got popped, and then Elle got away with it.
I said,
Yeah.
ooh. I said,
For
"Wow,
now,
that
For
feels
now, we don't know. There might be charges later on down the line.
No.
Once
I
the-
thought
once
Owen
the-
said he was gonna like clear her record.
But
Wasn't
everybody
that, like,
lies.
part of the deal. Yeah, that's true.
She probably comes from a rich family who will.
Family doesn't lie.
Well-
Yes, they do, Elle. Everybody fucking lies. Let me
Hey,
tell you that, especially living in America.
satisfaction.
Calm down.
You know what, though? It kind of sets up for Elle to be, maybe she's the big bad, because
Stop.
there's still a chance for her not to learn empathy. We don't know how, like, what, emotion, especially for her to be able to cut off that, that shunt with Papa. And now she's learning to control her powers in a more concentrated way. Like, so her loyalty isn't to the world, her loyalty is to these group of friends. And sometimes that leads you down a path of self-righteousness versus what's actually right.
Funny you say that. Like,
I don't see it.
when it comes to Vecna, I think he was a great villain, but I wasn't crazy about his motivation. Like,
Ugh, why you put this picture up? He looks like Ice Cream Man.
He does, for the comic aficionados, he does.
Put up Vecna.
Neighbor to the north, fellow Canuck. Yo, what's going on, baby? Thank you for coming through. Yes, we're deep into the talk. Ruben says his favorite character is this guy here. One.
He looks like he ties his shoes with the tip of his fingers.
That's he's. I mean, we knew as soon as he came on. I said, this guy's
Mhm.
he's a serial killer of some sort.
Mhm.
He's a scary vato for sure. Yeah. Favorite? I think we have favorite moment. Yeah, this season. There you go.
the Angela scene's kind of hard to top.
It is. It was so satisfying. It really was.
Yeah.
It really was.
I don't know. For me, it was Eddie's guitar solo.
Oh,
I was on my feet. It was so good.
100%. 100%. And I'll follow that up with how great, how genuine and happy was that scene where Eddie and what's the homie's name?
Dustin.
Dustin?
They embraced and they're like, yo, most metal thing ever. And they're like, they were genuinely hyped.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I said, okay.
The scenes with them wrestling and play fighting, like those scenes were they all felt very genuine.
Yeah.
Oh, like whenever they were getting ready.
Yeah, just like the
Mhm.
banter they had with each other and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. You know what I like the most, which was kind of satisfying, or like just very I guess satisfying. Whenever Vecna and Elle were talking, and they do those flashbacks to reveal that Vecna's been there the whole time. He's just been trying to get out, and so they like flashback to seasons 1, 2, 3.
Like, he's like over it. He's like, these fucking kids.
Ruben,
A cigarette in his hand.
Yeah.
Ruben said it. He's trying to get out. Look at him. He's a lonely ass dude.
Mhm. Like he
he's
got, and then he was so fit and trim before he was Vecna. Now he got a little skin pudge. He's tired.
got
He's
some
tired.
waves.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to dance with Vecna at the prom.
His
Exactly.
hair. Look at his hair turned into just a big head.
What do we-
Look at them
what do
feet
we,
though. Look how for no reason sidewalk slapping.
Neighbor to the North's favorite moment, Eddie shredding.
I think the
100%.
running up the hill scene is still with Max is like
Oh, so good.
will always be iconic. And the Eddie one, yeah. I think those two scenes are probably like
Yeah.
the most iconic from the season.
Like since you bring that up, like what was super cool was the fact, okay, like so Vecna's been there this whole time. So in season 1, he was able to protect himself with that song that Jonathan introduced him to, Should I Stay or Should I Go? And he sang that to himself, and that like protected him
Oh.
from Vecna's clutches.
Do you think he calls Vecna
Wow.
Papa?
No.
That's a good connection, eh, Ruben? So music's always been a thing, yo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
There's
I
like,
didn't even put that together.
yeah, you're a smart homie.
Ah.
You're a
Yeah,
smart homie.
4chan, Reddit.
Yo, like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. So with that, what is your guys' song that's saving your your ass from Vecna? Like,
I know
what's the one
I
that-
know the cast from the show. If they hear that question one more time in an interview,
But we're
Like,
not
I don't
asking that.
care.
We're asking the panel. So what's it gonna be? What's it
It's gonna be "Long Live the Chief" by Jadena.
really.
you
Ruben
know
said
the
he a real one. I know. Yeah, I listened to Janetta. That's why I was like, long live the chief. Ruben said he's African. Ruben strut.
Okay.
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 That's why I got admitted, but I still rejected Harvard.
Uh-oh. That's one of my
Whoa.
favorite songs.
Okay.
That goes hard.
Hey, Cookie, what are we going with?
Oh my god.
Mexican pizza will save her.
Oh, Doja
Yes,
Cat's
we'll go with
Mexican
that.
pizza jingle.
Oh my
Mexican pizza. Yeah.
she hears that. She's like,
That's right. Instead of Chrissy wake up, it's gonna be Mexican pizza. That's it. That's what's
Cookie,
saving me.
wake up.
There's all these signs at every Taco Bell out here. Sorry, you guys liked it so much. We sold out. I said, you're
That's
lying.
bullshit. They never
Because
had it.
yes, there's only one location that I could get it from, and every time I went, I would order two because I know y'all not gonna have none tomorrow.
oh,
I
man.
blamed Cookie whenever I saw that.
I still have yet to get a Mexican pizza.
That's so
It's
funny.
not right. It's not right.
Hey, Markelin's got a good point here. He's saying, I'm glad that Eddie got a great moment, but I'm sad that he never got a chance to see 11 superpowers in real life. For sure. I think he would have been tripping out over that, right? Like he would have been like, holy, you know what I'm saying? But good point. Good point. That's true. But according
And also, why was there so much salt at a pizza place? Having worked in the pizza industry,
I thought about that.
we don't keep salt. You don't keep salt in that much salt even. I said, golly, I can only imagine the cholesterol and blood pressure of the people ordering this stuff.
Did you
Ma'am,
have to
if
trough?
this is a fantasy show, ma'am, suspension of disbelief, please.
Well, I
Thank
can suspend everything, even Nancy and Jonathan being 16, but that much salt in a pizza place, especially a chain, because if it's a franchise and a chain, then they probably get their dough pre-mixed already.
Right.
Oh,
It's not like
you
they're
are.
mixing the dough.
A kind of story. Okay.
Because
Okay.
I thought they were gonna like put the dough in the water. I'm
That's
like,
what I
maybe the
thought at
dough
first,
is so
too.
salty, and that's the joke. But no, they just had like a ton of salt. I said, get out of here.
Hey, serious moment. If we can have a moment of silence, R.I.P. Chrissy, a real one.
Ruben's favorite picture has it over his bed.
She's just trying to get Liddy off of some special K. I mean, hey, she didn't deserve what she
All
got.
she wanted was some weed.
All she wanted was hey, listen, she went out way too soon. Pour one out, you know.
Did y'all hear what the Duffer Brothers said about her and Eddie?
The chemistry that they
Yeah,
showed.
that
Yeah,
they
Yeah.
regret killing her off so soon.
they did have great chemistry. That
They
one,
really did.
Mhm.
that was
Spinoff.
another great scene,
They
man.
could be in the afterlife, chilling,
Aw,
smoking,
Oh, man.
doing special K to their heart's content.
Yeah, there was a lot of great moments. That one where she's copping the weed off of Eddie for sure was up there for this season. I'm sad, but you are right, Elle. I do have this poster above my bed.
Oh, you both do.
I find it soothing.
Mhm,
You know,
mhm.
Hey,
Helps me
that's a
keep my
great way to start the season. That was a great episode 1. It started off with a bang.
episode 1 was dope.
So
Yeah.
did you? Yeah,
Episode
it was a really good. But when Max, when her bones were being broken, the first time it happened, I watched it in fast forward so I could see what happens because I was stressed out.
Yeah.
And then I went back and watched it in real time. I said, okay, she kind of lives. Let me go back and rewatch it now. I didn't want to see her go out like that.
The faceless man. It's him, folks. It's him. Oh man.
Now, did you recognize him based on his face, or
Recognize.
I did.
Mm.
No, it was the voice, really. Despite the accent, I said he sounds familiar, man. He looks familiar. Chrissy died due to horror movie logic. If you do, hey, this is true. This is true. If you do drugs, drink, have sex, you die.
So
And
Will plotting, he's gonna get one of them people killed.
oh shit. Oh shit.
What do you think if Will got powers?
I don't like Will. I think his power should be to not exist.
What did he do to you?
I don't know. There's just something about him I don't like.
It's true. Elle, I'm riding with you 100%
Thank
on
you.
this one. He's got that I hate your face face.
He
Will.
Do you remember that show Recess? You know, the one who always snitched to the teacher?
Oh,
He's
the
like,
one with the little
yeah, the
notebook.
one with like the hunchback. He kind of reminds me of him.
He does look like a snitch, yeah.
Yeah. Like he talks like in a real high voice, like
Whenever that girl hit on him and he was like,
Cookie, what do you think? Is Will a narc?
Will is definitely.
He looks like a narc, yeah.
Will's been telling Vecna all of his friends' business this whole time.
No.
Well, because he has like that echolocation, that Harry Potter scar connection with with Vecna. And so remember, he's like, I could feel him. And so maybe he's kind of been transmitting their like, their location and stuff to Vecna this whole time.
Neighbor to the North comics. A lot of people have been saying that, and it's kind of has me wondering.
Will be the big bad of season 5.
He's like, I'll kill you all.
You don't understand me.
Hey,
you are the heart, Mike.
Oh God.
Yeah. I said it was at that moment. I said someone needs to off this kid, yo. Like, yo, Vecna, comfort him, man.
You're the heart. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yo.
That line coming from anybody else would have felt powerful. But Will, it's
You're
like
not biased at all.
It's like, but for Will, it was like, like how you root, like you're like low key rooting for, your boo to tell his boo, that he loves her, and it's just like it felt so inauthentic.
Eldania, it's not always that I agree with you, but I'm riding with you 100% on the Will stuff. He's a little, just he's the type of kid, those kids you hate. You see them running, stick out your leg.
Oh, even when he was flashing the lights on season 1, even getting on my nerves with the Christmas lights, because like if I'm trying to sleep, can you not blink the lights? Like chill.
Now you take it too far. He was okay.
Oh my God,
he was okay. He was like 8.
You know how sometimes one of your kids go missing, and you're like, not the worst one to go missing, and so that's just like,
oh man,
where I stand on that.
Act like we didn't just hear that.
You guys already know what I'm about to ask you. Name me a more useless character.
Worst
father of the year right
ever.
Ever.
Oh my God.
His ass is sitting in the chair watching TV all the time.
I mean, but at this point, what are you gonna do, really? Because I'm like, I done seen so much shit with y'all.
At least that concerned. No, he was like that in season 1. He was he checked out of being a dad a long time ago.
Listen, and sometimes you have to stay sane. Sometimes you have to check out of, oh yeah, I do have kids. Like you remember sometimes, and then it's like sometimes compartmentalize it.
Oh man,
he got a wife. It's the 80s.
His wife's a hoe though. Remember, she a hoe.
Oh, would you say hoe, or was she just?
No.
She was just flirty.
She was entertaining.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Now there's a worse character right there. What's his name?
Billy.
Max's brother. Yeah.
Billy,
I can't stand, and to the point where I actually stopped watching season 3, and then I maybe right before, the day before season 4 dropped, I was like, let me finish season 3 of Stranger Things so I could be caught up. And I went back and I was like, oh, this is why I stopped watching it. I was tired of looking at Billy.
He was supposed to be unlikable, like just completely.
Yeah.
It wasn't even. It was everything from the hair, his personality, just having been having like adoptive siblings that you just don't like, and or even step siblings and stuff. So it was just a lot. I was like, these guys. His wife almost divorces from Billy.
That's what I'm saying, Michael. And his wife a hoe. She living that life. You know. Hey. All the parents are the worst on Stranger Things. I mean,
Even Lucas and Erica's parents. You guys are one of the only black families in this town, and your kids are involved in this. If that was my black ass, my parents would have took me out of that town so fast. I would not be in that school after season 1.
you ain't hanging out with these white folk no more. Oh, shit.
And you know what, Neighbor to the North, I kind of gave that theory right on the first time we talked about this season, where none of it is real, and Elle has mental illness. She just made everything up, but that would be like a House of M situation where she created her own reality, and that would be interesting.
I don't know.
I'm throwing it up.
Gotta love them hoes. Hey, I ain't mad. Don't hate the player, hate the game type of deal, you know? Hey, how about this one here? How about this one here? Check that out.
I thought it was just gonna be.
Is that a foot? No, that's just a shoe.
One more time, folks. One more time.
Is that a foot? No, that's just a shoe.
It's a shoe, folks.
That sounded like
It's a shoe.
Now,
It ain't.
let's see. Let's do a side-by-side comparison. Ruben, Sergio, feet on screen.
I mean, I really do it.
not for free.
Send you an Applebee's gift card.
Are we gonna
Applebee's.
do the feet, man? Hey, black mamas don't play that. You ain't gonna go fight no monsters.
They'd have been the first ones out of Hawkins.
I'm out, yo. That's it.
Mexicans would just be praying.
Another little Easter egg. Hey, this is Freddy Krueger, yo.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was cool.
Oh, that was so cool when they revealed him. I
Wow.
was like, yes.
For those who don't know, Robert Englund. Is that how you pronounce his name? Englund?
Mhm.
Yeah, the guy who famously played Krueger in the Nightmare on Elm Street films. Yeah, that's him. You know, sans eyeballs, but it's him. Yeah.
I liked how they had him scratching on the table when they first introduced him. I was like, this is cool.
Yeah. Yes, that little
Yeah.
nod. That
Dude.
little.
Yeah.
Due for a reboot though, because I don't even count that last Freddy Krueger movie as a thing. Because why did you guys make him a pedophile?
Oh, please. I hated that.
I don't even count. I just don't.
Mm-mm.
And then you got kids dressing up as him, and the last movie they saw, he was a sexual assaulter. What?
No.
Yeah, it was an interesting direction they took.
Oh, man. I missed that. Priscilla, that was cool indeed. The whole episode. You talking about where they went to go interrogate this crazy old man, crazy over here, old man Krueger.
But is he crazy?
Krueger.
No,
Old
he's
man Krueger. Shaky fist. It wasn't me.
One day he's gonna do a role where he's outside of the walls of confinement and
Yeah,
cyclical cruelty.
the makeup was incredible. Yeah, man, you can't really recognize him unless you know, unless you heard about it. But yeah, one of the horror goats, man.
Sweater looks cozy. I wouldn't mind.
Those look cool.
Wouldn't mind one
It
of
does look
those.
very cozy.
I want one of those.
No shirt underneath it with your Jaeger hat.
Oh man, hey, I could pull it off. Yeah, hey, you guys have any final thoughts on the season?
okay. One more.
Uh-oh.
Somebody's
Okay.
saying nitpicky.
Here we go.
You know what I kind of thought was kind of anticlimactic and kind of had zero payoff is whenever Jason went to that town hall meeting where everybody was upset, like going up to the sheriff, like, what are you going to do? Like, what's going on? And then Jason gets up there, the high school kid,
Mhm.
and just rallies everybody behind him, and kind of, I thought he was going to form some kind of angry mob to go after the kids,
Yeah.
but so everybody sided with Jason, and then after that, the guy who
There was no
walked
mob.
out, the guy who walked out and said, "Well, are y'all coming or what?" That guy was like the only one, right? That was him who was walking his dog, and he saw the house
Yes.
kind of being weird.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was just kind of weird, anticlimactic. Like, went from an angry mob to one guy who.
But also on the flip side of that, one of the best scenes was when we saw him get split in half. I wish he had.
Yes.
I wish it had happened slower, and I wish we were able to see it. And I
And
wish
he was
his
conscious
friend
then.
who had Erica in a headlock, I hope he got split too.
Mm-hmm.
That whole team except for Lucas. I hope the whole basketball team just happened to be on the border and all got split up.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
I
I
hope
was-
that guy's dog got
Yeah.
split up.
I was saying that to a friend, like, yo, Erica could have easily screamed rape or like kicked him in the balls, something.
Ruben
but
taking the show in a direction. But that goes back to a lot of people were complaining, and I have to say that it was kind of funny how the only black family on the show are the only ones who had to deal with gun violence. And they kind of alluded to almost Erica possibly being shot at when she went upstairs, because it was kind of alluded to that she would have been able to open the door. And so I was scared that she was going to get shot, that they were fighting over the gun and that she would walk in there and the gun would go off.
Mm.
But that's PTSD as being a black person in America, I guess. But I just assumed that somebody was going to die from gun violence because it involved innocent black kids.
that would have been
And
cool,
Jason,
but
an
heart-wrenching.
incel.
Oh my
He went on 4chan.
Hey man,
Snyder cut.
listen.
He said Chrissy would never do drugs. Dealing with you, she has to do drugs.
Oh yeah, or something.
That's too much. Priscilla, I guess you're talking about the old man Kruger. The story he was telling, put everything together nicely for us. Yeah, it was a good
I have
episode.
deja vu. I could have sworn you threw up that comment and said the same thing.
Did I?
I don't know. Maybe it's
I
in
don't
my
think
head.
so.
You don't think so?
No.
We're not loop.
We're in a,
We're in a loop.
I was worried about Erica. I was worried about something happening to her. Because what would have been the biggest like shock would have been something happening to them not related to something supernatural.
Which would have been
Mm.
cool.
Dead black kids would have been cool.
No,
Yeah.
like a death outside of like the supernatural.
Damn.
No. I absolutely agree with you. And what was like the death toll from the quote unquote earthquake? Was it like 22? Or am I making that up too?
I feel like you're making
I don't
too many
remember.
up.
Look it all up.
I thought there was like a news report or something that had like a number on it.
Nope.
Yeah, I think it's canon now that I said it. What you drawing there, Sergio?
I feel like
Yeah,
it isn't. I
canon.
feel like it isn't. Cookie, final thoughts on Stranger Things?
I really liked it. I'm very excited to see what they do with season 5. I think a lot of people are gonna die because it's the series finale. So I think that's why they're keeping the core kids alive and well through all this craziness, is so they could just start killing them off and have a bigger impact in 5.
So
Thank
you want to
That-
see
That's
That's
what
what
I
I'm
thought,
thinking.
Tara. That's what I thought, Tara. I
you
knew
want
it
to see them kids get caught? Body
Not
count
Will.
wise?
Cookie,
Will.
yes. Well,
No,
Well-
I feel so bad for him.
Oh man.
I think anybody in a couple has to go
Mhm.
except for Lucas and Max, because like they're like they can't be a physical couple. So
Yeah.
Elle, Mike, Will, Jonathan, Nancy, Hopper,
So
Joyce,
everybody's paired off. So everybody.
Dustin, his girlfriend, even Eden and Argyle. Unfortunately, Eden and Argyle, their dynamic on this season was hilarious. I loved their interactions together.
Eden,
Yes.
I forgot about her.
Yeah, they were hilarious together.
Who?
Eden,
Eden, like
Dustin's
the other
sister, yeah.
babysitter.
Wait, what's Dustin's girlfriend's name?
The other babysitter. Who are we talking about here? Why am I drawing a blank?
She was the big sister for those foster
Yeah.
kids
Yeah, she was Dustin's girlfriend's oldest sister.
Mm.
in that big house.
Oh,
And her and Argyle were like instant sexual tension.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just sexual.
Yeah. So yeah, we're talking. They did tease a couple teaser posters for season 5. Oh, that ending before we get out of here was sick. I loved it. Finally everything's built up. And it looks like Hawkins has finally fallen. To the dark side, right?
Hmm.
The reality, the universes, the worlds, they're clashing, they're opening up, right? Upside down is in Hawkins, proper. Yeah, man, that was cool as fuck to see. That was a great shot, great scene.
Wouldn't
And
you just go into the upside down then? Like, you guys are all out here. Let me go down here.
would I go into that? What do you mean?
I would just, y'all want to be up here. Cool. Let me go make a house in the upside down. I'm out.
It's because yeah, it was a weird flex there. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to die. Sorry, guys. Have fun being a hero.
I mean, I guess. I don't know, man. But oh man, I'm super hyped for season 5. But we got a while to wait. Not till 2024. And they didn't even say when. So
It better be early 2024.
Like January, February.
Yeah.
It'd probably be a summer event again because all the marketing
Probably.
they could do. Or maybe it feels like a fall thing though. I've always
I'm
associated
down for the
Stranger
fall.
Things with fall.
Mm.
summer event, maybe another summer event. I think we're looking at probably a solid 2 years, folks. 2 years. The kids will be 40 years old. But it's okay. It's okay, man.
Well, we'll have a BBL.
Oh my god, you're a weirdo.
I heard that there was going to be a time jump. Nothing crazy, but like
I
a
did
time
hear
jump,
that.
like a couple years.
Yeah.
But after the earthquake, I don't know.
It's curious how they would handle that time jump, right?
Like they
Like,
adapted, the people adapt. But then again, why would you stay here for 2 years living in this mess?
Right.
But it's Hawkins; they can't leave it
I
because
don't
that's
know.
where
I
the
think
Upside Down's at, isn't it?
No, I'm
Yeah.
talking about everybody else in the town though. Like it would
Oh,
be a desolate town, right? Because
I mean,
you're
but they
either
keep talking
dead.
about how it's going to affect the whole world anyway.
But
So,
you know how like sometimes you put things off until it actually affects you.
hmm.
So for me, it's like I live in California. I got like maybe 2 months, 3 months before I have to worry about y'all. Like I'm gonna stay over here.
That's fair enough.
it'll be interesting, yeah, if there's a time jump. I think it could be cool, right? Like the town is like, just a barren wasteland, maybe some more areas have fallen under the control of the upside down and they're trying to find a way to
But
fight
that,
back or
that could
reverse
happen
things.
within a couple months. So years is a stretch for me.
Yeah.
Or maybe if they do a time jump in the finale and you see where they're at now, maybe that's more plausible.
Nah.
A la Harry Potter.
Yeah.
See who's together. Is Will gonna be with Elle or Mike?
Man. Yeah. Well, we all know Will's not gonna end up with Al. Stop it, Al. Stop it.
You never know.
Stop it.
You never know.
Yeah, I thought it was a great season. Again, only behind season 1 in terms of excellence. It's good stuff, man. It's good stuff overall. Really liked it. Hey, thank you guys so much for coming through
Yeah.
to discuss Stranger Things. My biggest take is Ruben. I thought you were gonna bring the super spicy takes. Yeah, they were
Yeah,
reasonable.
I mean, you were going to fight, Ruben.
Yeah.
I held back.
Don't hold back next time. Don't hold back, baby.
I don't like. I know how Elle can get when she's argumentative, so I'll just keep it in the DM.
This is true.
But I'm agreeing with you. I thought that the last 2 episodes were mid. They could have cut out like an hour and a half of it.
I wouldn't say mid.
They were not as good as the first half of the season. I
For
felt
me,
like
that's
the first
definitely
half
true,
was so strong that honestly, even just to sit there and put a month between 2 episodes and then make them that long, it felt like poor management of time. And I also didn't think that it ended I just didn't care by the time it ended. Like I was already over it, ready for season 5.
But that's just you, man, because
I know, I'm
volume
agreeing with
two-
Ruben.
Volume 2
agreeing
had the
with
biggest
Ruben.
numbers of any like
And
streaming
that's
ever.
cute. And that's cute.
Maybe are you in the film industry? You know anything about marketing and strategy?
No, I've never. I don't even know how to spell film.
Oh, okay.
Is that the same thing as a movie?
I knew as much.
I think she's accusing you of mansplaining her is what she's doing.
Oh, I know. We know this.
I don't have any credits to my name, so I can't relate.
You don't have an IMDb?
I don't have an IMDb. Yeah.
Couldn't be me. Folks, that's our Strangers Things.
Yeah,
Strangers
things.
Strangers Things. I always do that.
Strangers thing.
Strangers.
Ew. What were you watching?
Oh God.
Did we watch this? Were you watching Will and Mike, or were you watching?
Elle stopped their kids.
Oh,
Oh, you're right. But you also said kill all the black kids. So I mean,
No, I didn't. Sergio.
Don't put words in my homie's mouth. Don't do that.
Ruben, don't
Sergio,
divide the
this year
house.
for the nerdies, can we have a gaslighting award?
Absolutely.
That's an idea for a nominee.
Absolutely.
And you know what? We're gonna have a mansplainer award and false allegation award for all the times you guys have said that I hate Hispanic people. All the times you guys have said that I kill dogs.
Get out of here.
Yo, in the DMs, in the group chat, you're like, hey, we speak English here.
Hey,
I never said that.
We don't talk about what happened.
I never said that. You both are muted. Time out for both of you. Only Cookie could talk. I never said that.
I believe you.
Objection, leading.
Ruben's in law school, y'all.
No,
Phoenix
I
Wright.
watched too many of
Phoenix
those
Wright.
videos.
University of Phoenix Wright.
Hey.
Right?
You're so ICDC.
Hey, thank you so much, Priscilla, for coming through and joining us. Man, it was great to see you. Ruben, Cookie, where can everybody find you at on the socials? If you want these folks to find, if you want to stay incognito, that's cool too. What's going on, baby?
You can find me right here at Ruben P. Gomez at Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah.
Pretty
And
simple.
the P stands for?
Powerful.
I dig it.
And you can find me on Twitter, Cookie Monster.
Oh yeah.
And the C stands for?
Cookies.
Cookies.
For cookie.
Yeah, for
Cookies.
cookies. That's on this Sesame Street. That was a joke.
That's it. I get it. We get it.
Okay, I didn't know.
Hey, you guys were great. Thank you so much for coming through. You guys already know. Welcome back anytime. All right, folks. That's it. You gotta boot them out now. You gotta kick them
No,
out.
I think it's funny. Let's keep them on.
You got the power.
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, bye now. Oh man. Hey, great discussion. Thanks everybody.
Wait, let's
for doing
look
this.
at Ruben. We should throw his camera back on.
Don't do that. Nice to the guy. Yo, man. Come on. Gee. Or maybe you should.
No, I kicked him.
Oh, shit. Hey, Elle.
Hmm?
What do we
Dang, you really just was a talking, huh?
Yeah.
So let's do this real quick.
Real quick.
Not even no intros.
No. We always gotta do the intro. We're
Okay.
professionals here. Let me find it. Come on now, man. Here we go. Copper drop. Quick time things. Let's go. Boom.
So last week was a tie between There's Something Wrong with Patrick Todd and Starhenge. And we do have a video from Marcolin.
Hey, House of Nerd. This is Marcolin Sigler. I want to give my 1 or 2 minute review of There's Something Strange About Patrick Todd and Starhenge. So, There's Something Strange About Patrick Todd. I like this book. I did not see this book coming. I mean, I read the description of it, but when you open the beginning of the book, it is probably the most interesting take on a bank robber I've ever seen. And I like how the script and the art just all kind of coincide with each other. And when I got to the end, I was like, what the heck? And it made me immediately want to go back and buy a copy of this. Well, not buy a copy, but add it to my pull list. So, yeah, there's something strange about Patrick Todd. That strangeness has me intrigued. And as far as Starhenge, there's a line in the book where they reference Doctor Who and say they don't understand it, it's timey-wimey stuff. That's how I felt about Starhenge. It is probably one of the most beautiful books that I've seen this year. I'm thinking up there with J.H. Williams' Echolands. But just like that book, Echolands, it's like a lot going on. It looks beautiful, but I don't necessarily understand what's going on. But I will give it issue 2 to try and figure it out, because it's like a weird kind of confusion, conflation of magic and science and time travel, and there are a lot of ideas of them. I'm trying to figure out how it all comes together, because he's telling me this stuff, but I don't really understand how it all comes together. That's my review. Thanks.
Hey, shout out Marklin. Appreciate that. Your thoughts on last week with Charles with Dragon Ranger.
Mhm.
So it sounds like both there's something wrong with what's his name? Patrick Todd
Mhm.
and Starhenge are both cops.
Patrick Todd is a strong cop. It was fantastic. Visually, you got Chris on colors, which is always like his use of color and flatness, though at the same time, is just the saturation is chef's kiss. The character themselves, Patrick, he's like a 15-year-old boy who is like secretly living alone, and he uses telepathy to he convinces criminals to perform criminal acts so that he could take the money so that he can help his mom who is sick. And it's really good. Like, this guy is a creep. He's a pedophile. He hasn't been but he like mind controls him to rob this bank, and he splits the money into 2 bags because they knew there would be a die pack. And so he keeps the money with the die pack, and Patrick takes the clean money. And then there's like an investigation component of the series where the police are like aware of what's going on. Not the telepathy part, but like all of these criminals are committing crimes and not remembering, and then turning themselves in. So it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Like, super recommend it. I think it's gonna be a good series, and it's a mini. So
Hell,
yeah.
I forgot I had a coffee here this whole time, and I've been dying. And
Gonna
I just
get a little pep in your step.
I got a mug full of coffee, and
Mhm.
I just realized that now we're 43 minutes into the show.
Room temperature.
I was like ready to dip, and I was also wondering. I said, "How come I don't gotta go poopy yet? Because I've had a coffee, but I haven't had my coffee." So yeah, there you go.
And as far as Starhenge is concerned, I agree with Markland. It's a lot going on, but it's so pretty to look at that I don't mind it. Like, it's not my cup of tea usually, like high fantasy space, and there's a lot of things going on individually, but I'll keep reading it. I'm gonna keep reading it. But Patrick Todd, to me, absolutely is a cop.
Hey, have mercy though. Look at his artwork. Oh, jeez.
And that's the thing. It's art.
high art.
It's art.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. You want to go back there? That's like for 1 second. Wow. That's wild, man. That's wild.
And now, as far as next week goes,
Mhm.
it's up to you. You're not going to be here, so do you want to pitch, or
Did we make choices to pitch?
we did, but like they're both kind of weak.
What did we pitch? Remind me.
Above
get my
Snakes and Daredevil.
Oh. Well,
I'm definitely gonna read Above Snakes, so this is Daredevil.
While I mull that over, let me ask you a question. Did you get the thumbnail ready for the announcement? No, you didn't.
I sure didn't. So if you wanted to do that,
no, you want to get that while
do you want to do that while I do Week in Review?
Do your you got me there.
I did. You want to do the
you with dope. Okay, all right. I'll get it ready.
Hold on. Where's the What's going on, Serge? Welcome back to the channel. So my weekend review is not numbered. I'm not numbering these because they were all pretty fantastic. And up first is Philadelphia. And Philadelphia. So you have Toussaint getting his shine this issue. He kind of, a new color, a new word bubble color is introduced, so you have a new perspective. And he's explaining about him and his sister, Sanite.
Wow, that's not how you pronounce the name.
How is it then?
Wow, I'm not gonna correct you on there, ma'am.
It's because you don't know how to.
Nah,
It's because you can't.
I won't. I won't correct my co-host.
Don't. Oh, really? This would be the first time you've never not corrected me.
Hey, it's a new day.
Oh, look, is that the same hat you're wearing right now?
Get out of town.
Is on the slide?
Like,
Is that the same hat?
Go back to your weekend review while I do.
Might be.
All right, get out of here.
You've been known to wear the red hats.
Mm.
And so this was a really touching scene, I thought, between Jimmy and Seesaw. So basically Anansi goes to Toussaint and warns him about what's going on. The whole issue is just a big war planning sequence, and I love a good war planning sequence. And you really can't go wrong. They show Toussaint going to him getting picked from Elysian Gardens. Is that what it's called? Elysian Fields. He gets picked from there. You see his little butt cheek action. I zoomed in on it for you in case you didn't see it. Well,
yeah. I can't watch the screen right now. I'm getting stuff ready since you didn't.
It's okay. I could leave it up. I'll leave it up for a minute for you.
That's cool.
And then the next pick for me was That Texas Blood.
Ooh, yeah. How was that?
It was a book.
Hey, watch your mouth, eh?
This is Joe breaks the news to Red. You got some more. This is like I wouldn't say a slow issue, but it's setting up like how well known is the Red Queen killer already. He's already a known serial killer in other towns, but because of the storm that's coming, they can't get the help they need in town. So it's them getting information through facts and other methods in order to compile a composite, and whether or not they should tell everybody. And this is how he's stressed out, because he's blowing the smoke out of his nose. And yeah, it was a really solid issue. Again, there are no bad issues of That Texas Blood.
Top tier, folks.
Oh, look at this page. Is that Sergio?
It's a good looking head.
It's a good,
good looking head.
When it can't talk anymore. and again, they received the composite of what he's been described to look at, like, which is so funny because if somebody faxed this over to me, I'm out. Like, I'm not I'm not a cop anymore.
Listen, to be honest, yeah, I'd be like, okay, yeah, good luck catching that guy,
whatever
that is, yo.
And I, you know what? I said I wasn't gonna give numbers, but I will. Batman number 1 or 125 is my number 1.
Wow,
so good. Now, why is there? Hold on, there's something going on with. All right.
I'm prepared again, I see, eh? Okay, interesting.
Are you still here? So I'm gonna preface this by saying spoilers.
Spoilers.
So this is how the book starts. It's a dream sequence. Batman's stressed out. He's like, all the bad things are gonna happen all the time. And then I thought it was interesting. This is how they started off introducing the characters. So you have Bruce being introduced. Yeah, and then you have Selena being introduced. And according to this kind of alludes to her being involved with Valmont. So she's not with Bruce, and Bruce knows that she's with Valmont. And I don't know if you've been reading Catwoman, but
I have not.
It's explained more in there. And so the storyline for this one also is like really fun. I thought it's like Penguin's dying of mercury poisoning. And so he set up this thing where
Oh, shit.
anybody in Gotham who has inherited over $5 million are going to be murdered unless they give it away to the people in need. And if you die,
I'm with it.
and then but if you give your money to somebody else, and he's just going to come after them. And if you die and your money doesn't go to a fund, he's going to kill whatever family members inherits it. So he has like this whole thing set up. But his number one goal is to kill Bruce.
Marklin's got a question for you, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't think she played him. I think I feel like Bruce and Selena have like this will we won't we thing. And I think at some point it's like sometimes you just need somebody reliable. Maybe not somebody that you envisioned yourself with, but just somebody who you know is going to be able to be there. And Bruce is very emotionally unavailable. And so I don't fault her for and she's honest about it. It's not like she's like hiding anything.
Oh, we all know the reason
What?
Batman 125 is your number one book of the week. You just like a bulgy Batman, man.
Oh, I love a thick Bruce. I love a thick bat. And he look at that. Look at how he's built up at the top. I said, okay, Bruce. Okay. He's missing a little bit of chest hair, but I'll let it slide.
Okay.
But look at that.
You like a little Stevenage chest hair?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's looking like he's a little musty too. I like that.
Ooh,
oh, spoilers.
Yeah.
little bit of spoilers here. So
Spoilers.
So the Joker, the Robin in this is Tim Drake, and right away, almost he gets shot in the neck, and there's a sequence, and it's dramatic, and he's dying, and Bruce flashes back to when Jason was killed, and the dilemma he had between letting people know that this person was a hero and that he died fighting for justice and freedom, and this also being somebody he considers a son. So having to take off their costume is like a big trigger point for Bruce in this, right? Because you're stripping them of what makes them unique to the world, but you still have to protect yourself. So he struggles with that, the selfishness of it all. And so Tim, I think that was it. Tim doesn't actually die, which is not a spoiler either. Well, kind of, I guess, but spoilers for real, because I think this is really interesting. And Marcolin, if you're still in the chats, the way Penguin plays Bruce at the end of this issue was chef's kiss. He's like, he lures him to his hospital bed where he's dying, and he's like, I really exactly had a whole kid by this bitch. And so he like lures him to the hospital, and he's like, telling him like, yeah, like, but the thing about you, Bruce, the thing about you, Batman, is you just got played. And he takes a cyanide tablet because he's already dying, right? And he sets it up to look like Batman kills him. And so now Batman is on the run, or Batman is, being looked at as a murderer by the public. And that's all that Penguin wanted, was for his reputation to be in shambles.
Okay.
And so now moving forward, and then in the backup story, which is also written by Chip, it's a Catwoman backup. And she basically has to find Penguin's 10 kids so that they can get together to listen to the will reading. And it's so funny because the name of the guy, like, I guess he's a villain. He's like a law robot, and his name is the Executor. And it's so stupid. It's so funny. It's very, like, the humor in this is very on brand for Chip. And so that was really cool. And then I think the villain.
Let me ask you a question real quick.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Mhm.
Is this easy for anybody to jump into?
Oh,
I
absolutely.
get into this having not
Yeah.
really not knowing anything what's going on in the Batman universe these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And the only like the biggest callback to me that you might not know is that Bruce is broke. Bruce does not have any money.
Oh, really?
So all of the toys and tools he has right now are stuff he has been had. He doesn't have any money right
Why
now.
is he broke?
Broke bitch things, you know? No, I'm just kidding. Something did happen. I think it happened in I can't remember at what point, but it was in Future State too, where he was broke.
Wow.
Well,
I guess it makes sense that there'd be some connection to the previous runs because it's still
yeah, and even with the Jason Todd, they have the Jason Todd scene in this issue too, which was a really powerful panel. So there's things that are like callbacks to other stuff, but like if you just know Batman in general, you're gonna catch on fine. There's some characters, but even the villain in this, the main villain is Failsafe. He's a brand new character. Chip created him, so I think it's a really good jumping on point. And I think Chip
that was
is
that new guy seen on the cover there on one of the variant covers. That's the new character, Failsafe. Right?
Failsafe. Yeah, he's Batman's creation.
Okay. Oh, really? Okay. So don't tell me too much. Don't tell the audience too much.
Well, no, that wasn't in the book. It was in the synopsis on like League and everything. Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, because you know what?
Joker stole all of his money.
I want to read this straight up. I have not read a Batman book in ages. I don't read much DC, but this looks super dope.
It was really fun. Like I honestly,
I said I'm caught up in the hype, to be honest, and I want to read it. So I'm just worried, like I just like what's going on, you know?
Especially if you're like if you're a fan of Chip, when he's like when you know he's playing, it's very playful but serious.
Yeah.
But he knows when to joke and when not to. But that backup story when they introduced that law robot and this dude said the executor, I started screaming because if you read it the other way, it's the executor, right? And so it's just funny that it made me tickled me a little bit. So
okay, hey Marklin, I might have to hit you up with some questions after I read Batman 125. You know, I'm gonna have some questions because I know I'll probably be lost a little bit. Marklin saying Chip came out swinging out the gate. Yeah, okay. Man, I'm hearing mostly like really good things about this, man. And it did numbers, right?
Fantastic.
It did numbers, yo. Okay, that's dope. So that's your weekend review. Sick. Okay.
I read some other stuff. Like I read Prodigy, the Icarus Society. I like that. I liked
okay. I see you're a reader.
And a main black main character in Icarus Society too, so that was cool.
Dope. I'm with that.
You with it? You with the? You said you're running with the boys.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey. Okay.
Was there anything else that we needed to get to?
Oh, next week.
I got it ready.
You're welcome. All right. Next week we'll have Wyatt Kennedy on from Bolero. I'm very excited for that. We have
Bolero. Big book. Big book. A lot of people's lips, man. A lot of discourse over this book, man. Wyatt Kennedy, you got the writer next week, eh? All right. Sorry, man. This is your thing. This is your party.
Unfortunately, Sergito has double eye surgery for his double pink eye. Hopefully, it'll get cleared up. He allegedly has pink nose now too. It's just spreading, and we don't talk about it.
Hey, don't do that.
Oh, HIPAA violation. So, yeah, we'll have Wyatt on.
I'm about to fucking boot.
Oh my God. We'll have Wyatt on.
Yeah, do your thing.
It's gonna be fun. Mel is co-hosting.
Wow. So you're hosting next week.
I will be on the show next week.
Hard Geek what was it? Hard Geek podcast, something like that?
Hard Geek Life.
Hard Geek Life, excuse me. Yeah. So the two of you guys are interviewing Wyatt Kennedy, writer of Bolero, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey, I'm gonna try to tune in. I won't be able to
Oh,
be
please
part of
don't.
the I'm gonna like anonymous account. Please believe. Please believe I'm gonna hit you with the hard hitting questions, yo.
And you see that little button to the side that says "Banned from Studio"?
Can't do it, man. I'm gonna pre-approve it from the admin account. Somehow I'm gonna hack it.
Okay, yeah. Do the hacker sound.
So, but hey, I'm excited to tune in, man.
That's a stretch, Tara.
Sounds like yeah, this is true. Everybody will miss. We'll see those numbers. We'll see those. We saw what happened last time, but hey, I never get to show you guys my cool little needle Stranger Things.
And don't forget to answer the poll question we have up. Would you watch this show with only Sergio?
Shut up. You dumb. Oh, check it out. Wow, I was really not gonna zoom you at all. Eh?
Oh, you want me to zoom you? Hold on.
Bear time, yo. Oh, wow, disrespectful. Check out that bad boy.
Now, are the joysticks movable?
Now, isn't this the neatest little contraption? Like,
shout out to Jen.
Shout out to Jen. Yeah, for sure. She put me on, and it's just a pencil holder, man.
And then, what kind of pencils do you have in there?
I got a green one. I got I don't know, pens. Folks, we've obviously just stalling for time, or I don't know what's going on here. We're talking about my pens in here. Folks, we gotta get out of here. Out of here. Did you actually put up a poll?
I should.
No,
I'm gonna put it on Twitter.
I see this. Oh, get out of here with this. What are you doing, bro? What's wrong with you, man? What poll? Oh, Jen's in the comments. Jen, yes. Shout out Jen. Absolutely. Yeah, we gotta get the credits. Yeah, this is. Oh, honestly, man, it's the little things. Such a geek. But I saw this. Jen posted about this. I was like, oh my god, where'd you get it? I got a cop one. So I got one for myself and one for my youngest, for my kid.
They have Hot Topics in Canada.
We do. We do have a Hot Topics up in here. It's not just igloos and beer stores.
On the East Coast, igloos. Do you guys have a box lunch too, or no?
Boxed lunch. What's that?
It's like Hot Topic. It is Hot Topic, but it's like for adults, so everything's like less angsty.
Oh, no.
It's like a bright Hot Topic, but for adults. Yeah.
Oh,
so
really?
their stuff is a little bit more like mature. Like instead of just like a Stranger Things shirt, they'll have like a baseball or a basketball jersey from Hawkins and stuff like that. So it's like a little bit more refined, a little more subtle.
Never heard of that. But look, Cookie's got a question. Is Mad Max on the leaderboard? Oh, I see. Yeah. Here, can you zoom? One more time, Elle.
Zoom you one more time.
Help me out here. One more time. Let's see that. Can you guys see that?
No.
Zoom.
Not really.
But she is on the leaderboard. She's at the top. Man, that's how you know Cookie's an aficionado, man. She doesn't skip a beat. Yes, Mad Max is on the leaderboard. Yeah, who else is on there? We got Dustin Lucas, some guy named Jay Cratch.
Oh, my daughter has that 8-bit pixel shirt with the scoreboard, with the leaderboard on it.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How did your kids end up liking Stranger Things?
Yeah, my boys were into anything where it looked like somebody was dying.
Oh man.
And then when it got like slow and like when the music would play, they were out. Flashback scenes, they were out. They enjoyed watching the bone crunching scenes because they're
boys will be boys.
Yeah, and so they did like that stuff. Oh, mommy, can you play it again? I'm like, no, I'm not watching Max suffer again.
That's my favorite part.
They play it together. They jump off the bed and crunch bone.
Oh man.
Now The boys liked it. Jade is still on season 2, I think. So,
Oh my goodness.
but it's so funny because she has like all the Funkos and like jewelry and everything. But she's like, yeah, I'm gonna catch up. She's like me. I'm gonna catch up one day.
Hey, for those who collect the Funkos, I came across neat little Stranger Things Funko. The good one I ended up getting my kid was a Dustin one. He's got his
Mhm.
little thinking cap on it and his
Mhm.
little walkie-talkie. The neatest thing. I'll post about it on the socials later. But
Yeah, the 80s ones, that specific set is so cute.
it is good. Hey, folks, thank you everybody.
Thanks. Thanks.
Thank you everybody for coming through and joining us, man. We're over 2 hours, man. Let's wrap up this bad boy. Remember, next week, folks, we've got Bolero, Ryder White, Kenny, Elle, Mel gonna crush that. Make sure you tune in. Elle, you're gonna say bye to the audience now?
Bye.
Oh, I didn't like that.
Oh, my ears are like really sweaty from my headphones. I'm probably gonna get an ear infection.
Oh, okay, good. Let's end on that note.
Bye, guys.
Bye.